Hey Supernovas, it's Naomi at Media Mystic 9999. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the description box for more information. And if you really want to understand who I am, where I come from, my spiritual journey, the intention of this channel, and the beautiful collective of innately joyous, participating beings that align with the messages I channel, then check out the About Me video that is on this YouTube channel at Media Mystic 9999 to get a more in-depth look about how things are done here. So for the message today, I'm starting my day and I got a message for y'all. So this is more for my ladies. For my ladies, the men are here too as well. But this is more about my beautiful, beautiful, blissful, fearless mothers, right? As I even read this, this is more about, this is definitely getting clear. Like this is the mother energy. So Mother's Day is coming up when I'm channeling this message. These messages are timeless, okay? So whether or not when you hear this message, if Mother's Day is near or far, this is still about the mothers, right? And this mothering energy goes beyond whether or not you have children. This is the mother energy, right? Cosmic mother energy. That if you are a woman, you channel this energy automatically, because if you were born with a womb, which is the portal for life, then this message is pertaining to you. And this message is about how you're doing things now. I feel like it's a reminder that everything that is happening in your life is because of your frequency and your vibration, right? The bliss that you carry, that is a frequency and a vibration. You love unconditionally, right? But that unconditional love is not a weakness, because you are able to still be in a room full of people who operate extremely differently than you are. At the same time, you still understand that they have cosmic lessons for you. And so that's why you're able to get along well with people in any room, is because you're able to connect to them, because you have that mother energy. You have that nurturing energy, and that's a very powerful quality that you have. This is about you actualizing your own dreams, being fearless. It's never been without support, though. So there is an energy of you being able to recognize that you are being supported by the cosmic mother, that you are being nurtured. So there's like a interconnection between mothers and being supported by the cosmic mother. So, when you are an actual mother, where you've given birth to a child, that you decided that you were going to be the portal of life for a soul to incarnate through you, and to share an aspect of your consciousness and your genetics with, you nurture them in your womb while they grew and developed to a certain stage until they were ready to be released from you. And I feel that this is a big part of this energy here, is these women that I'm connecting with right now, you, or if the masculine is listening, these are the women that you are focusing on now, because of your understanding of what I'm saying, are women who recognize that they're supported by the cosmic mother. So when you give physical birth to a child, eventually the umbilical cord is no longer attached to the mother and the child. That is a ritualistic, in a way, physical representation of the spiritual understanding that as a mother, you've already birthed this child into their own existence, okay? Their own existence. So your job of birthing is complete after that. Most people still feel like the title of mother, like, it's not even like the experience of the title of mother. There's no distinguishing that you have a new role after you give birth to the baby. After you give birth to the baby, you now are a guide. So this message also has to do with child and mother, even though the focus is on the mother, is that the child has their own individual life purpose, and so does the mother. When the mother gives birth to the child and the umbilical cord is no longer attached in the physical, both the mother and the child still have the spiritual cord connected to the cosmic mother that is always connected. Okay? So there's an energy here of my women recognizing that after you have a child, even for women who have had, intercourse and you're no longer with that person, if you've had abortion, if you've experienced dis-ease, any type of surgeries, right? Any type of spiritual, I don't even know what's the word I want to use for this, because I really just try to be really clear with this. But we have had it where people have spoken life over the womb of women, and women not realize that that has been done. Sometimes that may not even be conscious to a lot of women, that, life has been spoken over their womb in a way that was inharmonious to life for them to continue on, right? Living a thriving life. And that's cosmic mother energy. Once you reconnected with cosmic mother energy, you're supposed to be thriving because you're in alignment with your own self-actualization. So these women that I'm speaking to, you're in the process of seeing yourself from these eyes. You're seeing through the illusion now because you're moving from heart consciousness, which is very intelligent, and is seeing through the illusion of all of these things. And so now you're reclaiming your fertility, your prosperity, you're healing money wounds through the healing of your womb now. Okay? You're being more health conscious through your food and your cooking. You're seeing the ingredients that you're putting into your body. And this is what's developing for you. And because of this reclaiming, these answered prayers are coming through to you, and it's increasing in the ways that you've asked for, you prayed for, or you decreed and declared it to be so. And those manifestations are powerfully happening now. In a few days from whenever you hear this message, it is happening for you. The main thing that this message is about is that you're doing things from a place of joy, that you are filling your cup up first, because that's really what heart consciousness is about. Heart consciousness is also about being able to see how people use their divine inspiration differently. Whether at one point you judged it as good or bad, and is still able to be unconditionally loving, which is not from a place of weakness, but it's a place of strength, because you're still able to move forward. It is a part of forgiveness, because you still give yourself permission to be who you are. And you honor where they are in their life. And you allow them to have that experience as well. And a lot of this is about your frequency and vibration. It's knowing how important it is to be in this space, the things that you experienced. You know, like I said, you are guiding lights. You are very intuitive, some even visionary and psychic. You're able to see the light in people. You see how people are using their divine inspiration. And because you have that mothering energy in you, that light, you have a touch about you that doesn't even have to be physical. It's just because of your heart and the things that you've gone through and mastered in order for you to understand the importance of filling your cup, and then being able to share that wisdom with others, to be that mother, whether or not you have children, or you have given birth, or you have not given birth in the physical. You still are of the mother energy because of the womb that you carry. And I feel like a lot of the masculines out there, they're starting to pay attention to you, because the mothers are healing their wombs. So as the mothers heal their wombs, it's kind of like the masculines are now able to see themselves without the energy of the mother in the physical, and they're also able to reconnect to the cosmic mother and recognize the type of woman that their mother is, truly is, and have a new respect for that mother, you know, because of their understanding now to the cosmic mother that we're all connected to, recognizing the dynamic now of the women that they have put themselves into, these cords of attachment, that when they allow those women to call their energy back, they then see them as this blissful, fearless mother. And, you know, a man should be supportive in that. And if he is not, then he has more healing to do. And I feel that the women that I'm speaking to understand that, and they still love from a place of understanding that that person is still healing, you know. And for the men, they're also, you know, calling their energy back as well, and allowing those women to come into the fruitfulness of who she's meant to be, that blissful, fearless mother from heart consciousness. And with that reclaiming of her womb energy, she's more in tune with the cosmos. Her pineal is activated. She's beautiful. Her sensuality and sexuality is returned. But this is more of a state of consciousness with her, because there's an understanding of now the things that she's inherited ancestrally. And she now has the opportunity and the ability to refine her fractal line, understanding how it's through the incarnation and the body that she's in now that the ancestral energies are now refocusing to channel through, and through her well-being, the way that she nurtures herself is how the ancestral energies continue to support and get on board with what her incarnation is. And that's the wisdom of the mother to the children, is recognizing that the children, once that umbilical cord is no longer attached to her, they, just like her, have the energy of the ancestors that need refinement. And so now she's able to guide them in understanding who they truly are, in cultivating that heart consciousness, that wisdom of the heart, and cultivating their frequency and their vibration. And seeing really a big part of this message is about money, but it's true currency. And there's a different energy now that we're having about making money, because the actual money is your currency, is your frequency and your vibration. And especially for the women, everything comes through the womb. So being a holder of the wisdom of true currency, you're illuminating now the illusions and making way for, poverty consciousness, homelessness to cease, right? These lack mindsets that have been inherited and looped over in the fractal line over and over and over and over. Recognizing how the womb has been treated, but also how that has also been continued by the woman as well. So again, this is about reclaiming. And Mother's Day is coming up when I'm recording this, even though this message is timeless. But there's a focus on this, because this is about really what Mothers is about. It's about understanding the power of your womb, the power that you have to call your energy back once you've done your job, and that you are a guider. You're supporting your children and restoring those trepidous waters to factory setting, because we always call children a bundle of joy until they turn 2, then they become terrible. So these are the type of things that I'm talking about, these type of programming ways, okay? Being this compassionate mother healer to yourself and then to others. And then everything starts flowing in, right? Currency in the way that you prayed for it, and the word in the way that you declared and decreed it to be so. These abundant resources. You are the embodiment of that. I feel like this message is just a confirmation to the mothers. Again, whether you have given birth or not, this is for the holders of the wisdom of true currency, which is the womb, which is taught from the mother to the child, about remembering who she truly is. And then the way that you carry yourself, that frequency is important in maintaining. because we, with the earth energy budget, which I always say I'm a representative of, is in constant connection with the cosmos and the earth through us. So all the things that you're receiving now, because you are coming from a place of heart consciousness and you're aligning it in everything you do, in your relationships, and how you're of service to people, and how you speak to people, and how you hold yourself, and how you take care of yourself, and the ways that you decide that you want to work in your life, whether or not you're making more or less money. The money is coming from the cosmos through your frequency and vibration. The earth is communicating with the great central sun or the cosmic mother, however you want to recognize it, because this is for people who are spiritual in all different facets. However it connects to you, this message is still going to connect to you from whatever faith you come from, because everything comes from the cosmos. 3 days time, something miraculous is going to happen from when you watch this. Pay attention, because it could be large or small. Whatever it is confirmation of the frequency and the vibration in which you are now. So as you continue to cultivate this energy, you continue to heal your womb as a woman, as a man, as you continue to allow women to reclaim their womb energy without a fight. To give thanks for the wisdom that you received from them, and the covering that you received from them, and the abundance that you received from them. Things become more in balance and alignment, not just in your lives, but also cosmically. Because this is a part of life that you have decided to participate in. All right, wave consciousness number 2. You guys have a very powerful energy. You know, when I look at this energy, I understand it to be very powerful, but I feel like there is definitely a liberation from it. I feel like there is a wisdom that you have that carries the deep knowledge of the ancestors. This is specifically connected to indigenous peoples, wherever you may be from in the world. Energies where, at least I've seen a lot of women hold this understanding of our history as betrayal. So, you know, in the intro message, I speak a lot about the womb man and the woman that holds the womb, and anyone who, you know, is in this fearless mother energy, this blissful mother energy. She wouldn't be able to work from heart consciousness if she still held on to the understanding and the emotion connected to the understanding. So let's get it clear. It's the emotion connected to the understanding where, you know, there was betrayal between men and women in indigenous communities, you know, where men were enticed to separate and overpower their women counterparts because of the understanding that was being presented to them of what was of more value to one people than another, and kind of led them astray into another system of money and currency than what was natural to the earth, and downplaying the feminine strength, and siding with men who were not, or masculine energy that was not of the indigenous culture and nature, and, you know, breaking apart and allowing that to be overtaken, you know. And so this has been consistently bred into our children through our society and not through our understanding. And I feel that You know, this is definitely you guys. Consciousness number two are, I feel, wisdom keepers. At the same time, I feel like you've mastered, or it is integrated within you, this understanding of speaking life over yourself to where you're now moving. So the limitations are no longer being held in consciousness. And so it is. And so you move, and now you're in alignment and moving in purpose and in authenticity with the cosmos. So this is about you moving. This is about your light body, you know. At the same time, this is about your movement, you traveling, you actually going somewhere now. You are in motion because you are embodying, you are remembering, but you're embodying the healed lessons of civilizations past. You're seeing yourself as this blissful, fearless mother energy in heart consciousness. You're able to see, yes, that we all have been through things. At the same time, I get to be responsible for my energy now. You know, it very much has to do with love here, meaningful love. Learning from love. And I feel, the men are learning from love too. To be able to see such a strong woman. I feel that the men are remembering, recognizing the strength of the woman. And I feel that it's humbling in a way because it's so beautiful that they are learning love from the woman in a new way, but it's really remembering. And I feel like some men, they may be older, or this kind of wisdom may come from an older man, or it could be even ancestral. It's going to show up different for a lot of people. But I feel like this is just confirmation that your ability to move in heart consciousness is so very strong. And you need to know that. And it speaks through your aura that you're successfully aligning in your unique and collective calling of cosmic harmony and inner truth through the lessons that you've learned. It's like you've taken on so much and you've still been able to be light. And you don't even have to say anything. It's just through the way that you move. It's through your presence. It's the way that you be. But the wisdom that you have is so heavy. And the love that you have is so heavy. It is changing your world. It is affecting the people around you tremendously. I feel like for you, this does have a lot to do in your success. Some of you may be involved in stocks and trading and things of that nature. You guys are feeling connected to cosmic mother energy. I mean, it's all just about authenticity now for you. You're understanding your experiences better. You're seeing clearly, okay, this is just supporting me in ABC. There's no energy here there's no angst here. Because you already know how things happened in the past. I'm getting now, the more that I look at this energy, this is an energy of looking at people of different hue. This is an energy of getting along with people that your ancestors would have seen in the past as conquerors. But it's like you're finding your way back to love through it all. So it doesn't really matter because it's strengthening who you actually are. It's like through every connection, through every room, through this road that you're traveling, you're able to take bits and pieces of yourself back without angst. The experiences of your ancestors are changing now because of how you hold yourself in consciousness. Your ancestors now want you to experience more. They want to experience more with you. You are the mother. You are the healer. You are the sweetheart. Just authentically. So I feel like you may be in a male dominated field. It doesn't matter though. This field could have to do with you connecting with people, like I said, of different hue, of different cultural background, which in the past there could have been a lot of angst. But because of the refined integration of your body consciousness, meaning that you have an understanding of your cosmic origins, of how your ancestors were doing their best at playing the role of supernova with what they had. The most beautiful, violent expression of creation there is. And embodying that energy here on earth, in the environment that they were in, under the pressure that they were under, and with the understanding that they had. And so now you have gotten to a place with them and through them of refining that energy in the body that you're in. Reclaiming your sexual energy, especially for the women here. Because we know histories of indigenous peoples and the conquering men. And you're still able to move past that here. Because you are an embodiment of your healed ancestors of civilizations past. And that is the truth you speak in every room you step in through your auric field. That is your message, consciousness wave number 2. Peace be unto you.